this. Okay, let me just share my screen. Okay, can everybody see my screen? You can just give me a thumbs up. I'll be able to see chat. Okay, perfect. All right. Well, hello everyone. Hello new and returning members. My name is Penelope. I am the current vice president for Alpha Phi Sigma, and this is going to be our January general body meeting for today. So for our overview, I'm just going to go ahead and explain how to join, the benefits of joining, our committees that we have, the events that we host, the scholarships, and the 2024 conference that's currently coming up. So before I get into all of that, I kind of do wanted to give you guys an introduction as to who we are. Alpha Phi Sigma is a distinguished organization that acknowledges outstanding academic achievements of students in the criminal justice system. We host a conference every year. With that, everyone can take part of academic competitions and make career connections because a lot of people from everywhere come to this conference. And we do host events virtually and in person that are connected to the criminal justice field. So how to join? Undergrad and graduate students must have declared a major or a minor in criminal justice or criminal justice related fields. You do have to be an active member of the FIU chapter, and your GPA as an undergrad has to be 3.2 on a 4.0 scale, as a graduate, a 3.4 on a 4.0 scale, and if you're a law student, then a 3.0 on a 4.0 scale. You do have to have at least 4 criminal justice classes already taken. Dr. Khan, I think you correct me on this one. If you're in the process of having those 4 finalized, I think you can still join, right?
Hang on. Trying to unmute myself there. I
There you go.
apologize. Uh, you can certainly be active in our chapter, even if you don't meet all of these qualifications, definitely. But
Right.
you have to have taken the 4 CJ classes before you can be a national member.
Okay, so they do have to be
Also,
finalized.
one other thing is, if I'm not mistaken, and I need to double check this, but I think it's 3.4 for masters and 3.6 for PhD.
Okay.
I could be wrong about that one though.
I have to double check on the website because I know that this is the one that I had recently pulled. So I'll double check that one for sure.
But like I said, I'm
Yeah.
totally admitting to being
It's
possibly
okay.
wrong on this one.
So yeah, so our interest applications can be found in our Instagram bio. I do have the QR code and our Instagram at the very end. But with that application, you just put your GPA, your name, your ID, and then we'll go ahead and we'll find your information and we'll be able to dictate whether you are able to be qualified or not. Okay. Very important. There is a one-time national fee to become a national member. That does not go to the chapter, that goes straight to headquarters. The national fee is $70 and you can pay through our Cash App. However, I do want to let you be make you guys aware that this upcoming summer the fee is being raised to $80. So this $70 is only for the spring semester, and then that's it. It's permanently being raised.
Actually,
For the
spring and summer. I think it goes up in August. So if you're,
summer then.
yeah, no, my point being that if you're taking classes now and in the summer, you
Yeah.
could still get in under the wire and save $10.
Yep.
And it's $10, but hey, I'd rather have that $10 bill in my pocket.
Exactly. And so yeah, also for those of you who are already national members who are planning to graduate this semester, please let us know ahead of time that you are interested in buying the regalia. Regalia orders are processed to 3 to 4 weeks depending on the date received at headquarters. And last semester we had a lot of last minute orders that we had to kind of like rush to get out. So to make sure that everybody gets it on time, please let us know ahead of time. You can let us know when you're doing the application or like later on within the semester. Okay, I'm just adding some more people in. Okay. Our committees are something that we have created to kind of have people to help us for our marketing, our fundraising, and our event planning. The more hands on deck, the merrier, as we say. So the marketing committee assists in generating ideas for our social medias. Uh, that would be helping me a lot. As of lately, I've just been kind of like going it on our own, but a fresh brain is always nice to have. Fundraising committees to brainstorm creative ideas and actively participate in executing them. It's just to raise money for the organization, which will help in going to, let's say like the conference, for example. And then our event planning, it kind of goes hand to hand with our fundraising as well. So for our our events, sorry, wrong slide. We host events every month. Below are just kind of like the few that we have. We have participated in the NAMI Mental Health Walk. We have hosted the self-defense class. We've also hosted the gardening community service at the police memorial, and we've hosted virtual game nights for criminal justice. We try to host around like 2 events per month so we can try to keep active with amongst our members. Now we get into the scholarships. Scholarships are due about in a month. I'm gonna pull up the website for the scholarships right now. Actually, let me see.
Please point out, Penny, these scholarships are, you have to be a national member to apply for these scholarships.
Yeah, I was gonna get into that when I was
Okay,
pulling up
sorry.
the website. No, you're good. So yeah, as Dr. Cohn says, you do have to be a national member before applying to these scholarships. You cannot just be a regular chapter member and apply to these. So these scholarships are for both undergrad and graduate, and there's also some like competition scholarships. So let's say, for example, let me just pull it up now. There you go. The description of the scholarships can be found here, and you can find all the requirements here. You submit a paper, submit an additional 2 pages, submit 3 letters of recommendation, all that stuff. You can find each and every individual one here on these scholarships. I will be releasing an Instagram post about the scholarships in like more details. But yeah, this is where you can find everything. Everything is going to be on the APS website, the Alpha Phi Sigma website, and you're going to find it under the scholarships tab, which is right here. Keep in mind the deadline is coming up, so if you guys want to get into it, if you're already a national member, you might want to start working on that now. Okay. Our 2024 conference. Our conference is currently coming up. This is a great platform for students to travel and attend events as a team. The team, you will be accompanied by the e-board, which is the president, me, our treasurer, and so on and so forth. These events will offer the opportunity to participate in various competitions, make fun memories, and possibly win raffles. I believe somebody on our last e-board won a raffle of like $200, so it's kind of good. There's also a crime scene competition, and whichever team like solves it the fastest and does it the best, wins. And there are also more scholarship opportunities there as well that'll be available to everyone. Any questions?
We came in third last year on that crime scene competition.
Hey, there you go.
This year we should do better.
Hey, oh, don't put that pressure on me yet.
Well, I gather that last year's team kind of entered at the last minute and rushed through the entire process and still came in third, so we were pretty good. So this year we're going to put more effort into it and we are going to do better.
Oh, we're gonna have time for sure. But yeah, so any questions, comments, and concerns, anyone? I am watching chat, so if you guys have any questions, you can just let me know. Yeah.
Hello, how you doing? Great presentation.
Thank you.
My question was, you said, just to clarify, even if we don't meet the minimum requirements for the classes, we can participate still until we complete those classes as the regular chapter, just not a national member.
Yeah, so all our events are open to everybody in FIU. You don't have to be a national member. It's just for the 2024 conference on the scholarships, you do have to be a national member, but everything else is open. So you can just be a regular chapter thing and then you're good to go.
Great.
All right. Anybody else? What's the chapter Instagram? Yeah. Okay, so here on this slide, you're gonna find our email. So if you have any questions that you just happen to forget now or want to ask later, you can email us. The QR code is gonna link you to our Instagram, and then you can see our Panther Connect right there. Scholarships are not monthly. The scholarships are yearly. It's just the deadline for the scholarships are coming up February, if that answers your question.
Basically, the scholarships tend to be awarded at, or most of them are awarded at or during or around the time of the annual meeting, which is a national thing. It's like the annual conference is something that students from all over the actually multiple countries come to, and we have 3 days together and do a lot of cool stuff. And the last day is usually partly devoted to awarding all of the scholarships. So there are a few things that are more going on throughout, but that's more chapter based, not individual.
Yeah, Magali, you have a question.
The application form is called National Membership Interest Form, is that correct?
Yeah, that's the form.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, you're gonna need to get me to sign that form when you want to join.
Okay,
Also, Amir, if
thank
you have any other questions, you can always talk to me during or after, before or after class next week. You are in my class, right?
No, Professor, wrong, Amir. I'm kidding.
I-
I'm kidding.
That's, I swear, you're in my class.
Yes, Professor, thank you. I got you.
I thought I remembered that name. He's trying to gaslight me there. I get it. I get it.
So the link that's in our Instagram bio, that's where everyone can find that form. It's going to be called the National Membership Interest Form. When you fill that out, we're going to do our part and our end, and then we're going to see if you qualify. And then when you do qualify, we'll send it back and we'll be like, you're good to go. You just have to pay the $70 remaining to our Cash App, and then that's it.
And then we submit everything to national and move on.
Yeah. All that
The other
packet goes to
thing,
them.
by the way, is a couple of things. One is you're a member for life. Once you join Alpha Phi Sigma and you're through national, you are a member for life. It's a one-time dues. They charge you the $70 or $80 if it's next year, but it's not every year. You're a member forever. And there are alumni things going on. We're actually trying to set up an alumni organization in Florida. Oh yeah, the second thing was one of the things that you get as a national member is the right to wear the regalia. And Penelope had the prices and everything up there, but you need to keep your GPA up for that. Yeah, when you apply for the regalia, I think we have to check your GPA again to make sure that you're still qualified. So if you suddenly have a 2.0, you don't get to wear the regalia. You're still a member of Alpha Phi Sigma, but you haven't kept your GPA, you have to wear the regalia. You know, if you don't qualify yet, though, that will not stop you from participating in any of our stuff. We have talks, we have events, we have game nights, we have all kinds of stuff. And while you're working to qualify, like maybe you don't have 4 classes yet, still participate, you know? And we have a lot of opportunities to become involved at a higher level as well. We have a bunch of committees that we need people to serve on. And, you know, we have an e-board, and many of whom are graduating this year. So we will need new office. Yes. Yeah. Penny, she's deserting me.
Hey, no, not.
Yeah, you're deserting me. And so we always need people for e-board positions every year. And so think about that as well. Please. You can join. I mean, if you qualify, fill out that form tonight. You can be a member in a couple of weeks.
Yeah. Me and the president are talking about the positions that are currently opening up for next semester. That post was gonna come out around like late February, early March, because I still need to work on it. But we do want to let our members know that these positions, like Dr. Cohn, is opening up and they are up for grabs, and you can self-nominate yourself if you
Yep.
want the position. So if that's something that you guys think that you want to do, definitely do it. When we open everything up, you can like come talk to us if you have any questions, comments, concerns, and then we'll definitely let you know on anything that you need to know.
It also means you probably can get a good letter of recommendation from me, because
That
I
too.
work pretty closely with the e-board. Also, Penny, I have your paper. I will be reading it.
Okay.
I'm sorry, it's on my to-do list. I apologize for the delay.
It's okay.
I work very closely with the e-board, and which means I get to know you guys, which means that, when you're applying for grad school or law school or scholarships or whatever, eBoard comes to me for letters of reference, and I can say so much more than just, I had them for this class. It was fully online. They got this grade, but I never met them in person kind of letter, It can be a lot more personal because I actually talk to the eBoard a lot. We interact all the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a good group. It's fun. The other thing you didn't talk about too much was the conference is every year. It's every year in March. And we fundraise a lot during the year. And one of the reasons we fundraise is when possible, our goal is we pay for your hotel. And that is the most expensive part of one of these conferences, because the conference hotels are, how much is it a night
I think,
this year?
oh my gosh, it has to be like $100 to $200.
$150 to $200 a night.
Yeah, I
for
want to
these
say around that
hotels.
range.
Yeah, obviously you're sharing rooms. I mean, we can't get everybody their own room, but we cover the hotel. So all you really have to pay for is your airfare and your food and any fun stuff you do. Like it's in Chicago. You might want to go buy souvenirs or something. Anything like that. But we cover the hotel, and we hang out a lot together. We tend to do a lot of fun stuff together. Some of it's with me, some of it's just you guys. A couple of years ago was Vegas, and the students tried to drag me to a Chippendales show.
I love
Which is,
Chippendale.
yeah, but that's not really appropriate for the professor to go with the students to what is essentially a strip show. But
Oh,
everybody
wrong
else,
Chippendale. I was thinking like the Rescue Rangers from Disney. Like the little muñequito.
guys, I don't know her. I disavow all knowledge of her. Um,
I'm sorry.
seriously, I do not know her anymore. So much for that letter.
I'm so
No, but
sorry.
I mean, like, we had like a group dinner. We did one at the top of the Eiffel Tower casino. They have like an Eiffel Tower, and there's a restaurant right at the very top. We did yes. Malini, I think you have to have completed the course, so you'll be able to apply at the end of the semester, get nominated. Anyway, we always try and do fun stuff together. There was a trip to the Mob Museum in Vegas. In DC, we ended up eating pretty much every one of our meals together, I think, practically. And just hanging out a lot. I know a bunch of people went in to see the cherry blossoms and stuff on the Saturday. And go into DC itself, because the conference was actually outside of DC, which was annoying. But it's fun. The conference is fun, and once you're a national member, you're eligible to come and get your hotel covered, and you're eligible for all those scholarships as well, and the raffles that happen at the conference, because they do these crazy raffles, and I think almost everybody who came last year won something. Even if it was like $50 or more.
Yeah,
I
I
think the
think
minimum was $50.
I think
in the
Nor
raffle.
was the one who won the $200.
Yeah, that sounds right. But I mean,
Yeah.
everybody got something.
Dr. Cohn, do you remember what the crime scene was last year in the conference?
What do you mean?
Like how was it like set up, and like
I
what did
wasn't
you
allowed
guys do?
inside. I never saw it.
Oh.
But the crime scene competition, I mean, I think it's the winning team, the winning school, like, helps organize it for the following year.
Yeah.
And they take over a hotel room and turn it into a crime scene. And then each university that sets up a team gets to go in there. They get a certain amount of time, and there's this list of questions you have to answer about, who, what, when, where, and why.
Yeah.
How it happened and so on. And it is tons of fun. There's also a like a college bowl thing where we get teams, 3 to 4 students, and it's kind of like, like trivia questions, mostly CJ related. Some of them tend to be Alpha Phi Sigma or the city, like Chicago. It would be Chicago related. And you'll have like two teams going, and then the next 2 teams, and then the winners face off against each other until you have the top couple of teams winning. The top team wins. They have that, which was also a lot of fun, and just a lot of stuff. A lot of fun stuff. There's really interesting speakers usually. Free breakfast most mornings, although it's mostly like, pre-wrap. It's not like hot breakfast, but they provide breakfast for the students and everything. The Honor Society has like a breakfast room. And it's just fun. And you get to meet CJ students from, other universities all around the country and Canada, I believe. So we have a good time. And you get to annoy me at 2 a.m.
Let's
That has
go.
That has happened once or twice. Please don't, unless it's emergency.
Okay.
So, any other questions?
Um,
Seriously, it's a good group, guys. It's a lot of fun. Pass the word to all your classmates to join too. We're trying to spread the word and increase our membership.
I think, Dr. Code, question. This, I was gonna
Sorry, I
say
can't
this.
seem to get at the chat right now, so I don't know why it's
It's
showing.
okay,
So,
because this is like direct messages. I was gonna say this patient. I am stuck at work
Amir,
right
I
now.
have no clue how many members we have at the moment. To be honest, because we have like this mailing list, but it's not, it's anyone who's expressed interest and it's people who were members but graduated. I don't really know how many active members we have on campus right now. It constantly varies. But we can always use more. Frankly, my attitude is if you qualify, you should be an Honor Society member. Especially if you're going to be going into the government, because you get a GS bump if you're a member of Alpha Phi Sigma.
But yeah, it goes to GS7.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
get a bump from the starting. You're entering GS level is bumped if you are if you're a member of Alpha Phi Sigma. So why not? And grad students are welcome as well. Law students are welcome as well. Yeah, great. And get to hang out with some interesting people and talk about crime. We're doing a big thing. Aren't we doing the wrongful conviction thing next month?
Yeah, we're working on that.
Also, are we doing the moot court thing?
I haven't heard much from the moot court yet. But I did hear back from the wrongful convictions. I can't pronounce that. Oh my gosh.
Wrongful conviction. We're
Convictions.
doing a big event all about the problem of wrongful convictions next month. That's actually the theme of the year for the National Honor Society. So we decided to do a big event about it to show our involvement. We do tons of stuff. It's fun.
There you go.
Any more questions I'm missing? Because like I said, for some reason, I can't seem to get at the chat. I don't know if it's because of the way the screen is being shared or if it's my computer or what.
Oh, I think I can stop sharing screen now. There you go.
Yep, now there's the chat. Oh, the chat button reappeared. How nice. So, yeah, the reason I knew Melanie's question was Melanie and Amir's questions was because it sort of popped up, but I couldn't get to the button that showed me all of the chat. Oh. Sorry, Pen, I tended to talk
It's
over.
okay. No, it's okay. I'm typing to this student right now.
Okay. Anybody got questions for me while she's answering somebody's direct message question? And no, I won't answer more questions about the Chippendales.
I am so sorry, Dr. Code.
No comment.
My brain is pure because I'm clearly thinking about Disney.
Mhm. Well, my brain's working. You see, I have my Diet Pepsi now, so I have been caffeinated. Yeah, for those of you who don't know me, my nickname at the university is Dr. Pepsi. And that's what a lot of the